Hey guys, Dexter here from Dexter's Workshop. Today I've started to check the squareness of the CNC6040 made by CNCEST. So I'm having here a precision square that would give me 0.01 deviation from the 90-degree angle, which is decent, at least for this machine. And I've decided to use my y-axis as a reference because it would be much easier for me to square it with the x-axis than to modify and try to square the y-axis in relation with x. So what I've made here is I've aligned one of the sides of the square. I've aligned it with the gantry, so here I'm at 0. And also here I'm at 0. The precision of this one is 0.01, so any deviation in the standard 0.01 it's quite allowed. So you can see that we are a little bit under 0.01, which is quite okay. And then I've started to verify the x-axis by, of course, by taking it out here, moving it, taking out the I've made a little piece of brass using a double tape to hold my spindle in place, and then I will put it under here, and that would actually block my spindle. Okay, I try to do this with only one hand, it's easier with two. So I'm trying to align. Okay. Then we are going to move the gantry, and we are going to go on and touch it. Just a second here. We're going to touch it on the square. And we are going to zero that in. Put it at 0. The best that I could do was actually 0.1, under 0.1, on a distance of 14 millimeters, as far as I remember. So you will see that you will see that it's under 0.1 for 14 millimeter. The deviation from the 90-degree angle of the gantry in relation with the y-axis, which is quite decent, regarding the fact that when I start to do this, it was a deviation of 0.5 millimeters for this particular distance. So it's quite okay. It's quite decent, but let's see if we can get this to 0 here. Let's bang it a little bit. Okay, bang it the other way. So we have zeros on both end of scales. Okay, that's a little bit over 0, as you can see. So we are going to move it again and see what we achieved by doing this. Hopefully it will stay under 0.1 millimeters, which, regarding this machine specification that is 0.05, well, it's not bad. It's not bad. Could be better, but let's not forget the fact that it's a router and well, you don't have the ability to align it properly. At least I don't have. I no matter what I tried to do, it didn't work, so I couldn't get this. So we are back at 0. I couldn't get any better than this, and I've spent like, I don't know, 4-5 hours to do that. And I really don't know if there is any way to do this, because you will also have the rails that are taking into place. To achieve this, I had to unscrew these 2 screws here that are holding the rails, and those 2 screws here that are holding the other side of the rails, and I had to unscrew them and then make adjustments as I was going to go on and tie them up back into place. Those correlated along with those from here and those from here. At this particular time, I do hope for some improvement, but at this particular time, I don't have how to put the screws back in the holes, because the machine was so misaligned that I have here, it's almost like 1.5 millimeter off. So this part here, it's off by 1.5 millimeter. We can actually measure it if you like, but I do think that something in that direction. So we are having like okay, there are 2 millimeters there. So we have 2 millimeters off for the left side of the gantry. So I will have to go on, take the gantry off, and then make some slots, 3 slots using a round file, and enlarge the holes a little bit. That would actually allow me to come here with the edge, and so I can put the screws back. At this particular moment I can. And also here is the same problem, because I cannot, I will have to enlarge those holes here, so I can be able to put the screws back. At least 2 millimeter one side, 2 millimeter on the other side, so I'll have a little bit of play in case I would like to see if I can go under 0.078 for a length of 14 millimeters. So that's just, let's see how long is this side of the square, just to have a better understanding. So let's see. So yeah, it's around 14 millimeters long. So I'm having 0.08 over 14 millimeters long. It's not that bad, it's not that great though. I wanted maybe 0.01, 0.02. It would have been a better deviation, but hopefully I will be able to do that if I'm going to put the screws back here and realign everything. And I will have to put some shims here. As you can see, there's quite a lot of space, around 0.5 millimeters. That would allow me to put 2 sheets of metal taken from a beer can. And also I'll have to put some shims here, maybe some very thin paper that would be impregnated with oil. So it's a special paper that it's used for alignment on the machines. I hope it will help you in case you would like to do the same process on your CNC, on this kind of CNC. And thank you for watching it, guys. This is Dexter from Dexter's Workshop.